So much of an engine swap are the hundreds of parts needed that you're not always sure about until the exact moment you need them. The hours spent online and in warehouses and auto parts stores aren't billable, but they're very, very real. Today we're fabricating an exhaust system and had to find the right muffler and catalytic converters to get the job done. While I cut away unnecessary parts on the car, Kenny was busy welding the angles for the exhaust. Have you ever wondered what it looks like through the mask? Not as flashy, but it keeps you from going blind. Since the mufflers were painted, they had to be sanded down to be prepped for welding, which is where I jump in. Man, what I'd give to have the room for tools like this. And, well, I guess the need. Because I'm fairly certain I'm not doing this again. After the welding was done, we drilled holes for the oxygen sensors, and the end result is honestly a work of art. You know, I never thought I'd say that about the exhaust pipes of a car, but after watching this process, you can't help but appreciate the beauty of it. Kenny took a lot of pride in matching the angles, and it's a shame that no one will ever see it once the car is back together. And if the exhaust is the butt of the car, the head of the car must be the computer system that runs it all. I hadn't the slightest idea how involved this process was. Getting a 21st century system to communicate with a 35-year-old dashboard is more than a little tricky. Thankfully, Kenny did his homework and things went pretty smoothly.
Oh, they did hook me up.
What?
They gave me the right pigtails for the knock sensors for a 58 tooth engine. It's actually really good.
Is that something you specifically asked for?
Yeah. I just wasn't sure if they did it. And they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to miss you. I'm not going to miss you at all. Not even a tiny bit. I might miss just a tiny bit. I might miss seeing that. No, actually no, I won't, because there's that. Jesus Christ, it is such a shame that we can't just, when I hit the button right to open the hood, that we can't just, the back fascia opens down.
Yeah.
And then the technician came to program everything, and he used the term brickable. Dude, this isn't an iPhone. Don't tell me that.
Why does it say brickable in red? Alright, we're sure that the battery's good?
It's got 13 volts.
Alright. Here we go.
Brickable doesn't sound like good.
Well, it means if the battery died in the middle of this,
Right.
It could be a problem.
Yeah, I know what brickable means. It's shitty for a phone. It's really fucking shitty from a car.
Oh, it happens too.
Oh, it's happened to me before.
Like while you're driving down the road.
It really did.
Yeah.
Oh, while tuning it while driving?
Well, my wife was driving and I was sitting in the passenger seat and I kicked out the cable. Then I called AAA for a tow, and the tow truck driver showed up with a can of carburetor cleaner. Thought he could spray it in there and start it for me.
It's not bad. 3 minutes?
No, that's
No.
not. Some of those new ones like that Dodge takes like 15. Firing order's right. You said you've already tested the sink on it and it worked.
Yeah, it synced over. I was cranking it with a ratchet.
Pop, pop, pop.
The coil started going off. I was like, sweet.
Good.
I had to use that random photo converter box, and I've never done that before. I'm like, I hope this works. But it's got a little red light on it, and then when it sinks, it turns green. And I just went, woof, and it synced. And I was like, all right.
30 seconds.
Well, once this is done, we'll shut it off, click it back on. I'll pull up the scanner to make sure it sees stuff.
Yeah, it should. I mean, it's going to have TPS and IAC codes now, because I got all kinds of shit unplugged.
Yeah.
Which is good. That means it's working.
T-5.
A moment.
Then the big red X comes across.
Right. Bricked.
No, we're good. Battery's been charged. All right, looks good. Right, completed. Go ahead and shutter, hit the power. Shut it down.
It is off.
All right, and then let me pull up my scanner and fire it back up. And let's see what we got.
This is crazy, dude.
Oh yeah.
It's a whole new world, man.
Yep, it's all good. We're pulling all the information.
How many codes we got?
Do you really want to know?
Yep.
It still says Savannah, that's awesome, but let's see what we got.
I mean, you got all of them.
No, we only got throttle position.
Throttle position and map sensor. Oh.
Well, there's no map sensor because it hasn't actually tried to crank yet. Like, it probably takes five times or something, or 5 on and offs or whatever it is. Yeah, we're good to go. I mean, like, it's definitely talking to the computer.
Awesome. That means I'm really good at plugging wires in.
Yeah.
I guess it should go without saying that a lot goes into building a car. But yeah, a lot goes into building a car. Everyone focuses on the big components, but all the intricate stuff is just as important. Installing fuel injectors the wrong way could be a nightmare, and watching Kenny go through each step is humbling. It's not just about whether you can physically do each step or having the know-how to know it's necessary. It's having done it enough to know why it matters. How to choose those components to work with each other in the best way. Why'd you choose that intake manifold?
Nice piece of work, big plenum, long straight runners, velocity stacks inside.
Like, had you used this before, or?
No, actually it's the first time using this brand, but I've used sheet metal intake manifolds that are similar in design.
Yeah, you went top shelf with this one.
Yes, I did. I was like, Adam, I'm gonna make this awesome.
As day 2 came to a close, we knew it was possible to actually start the motor by the end of the weekend. But it would take a little luck.